And we continue to say good morning to the listeners of KCHK Radio in New Prague, Minnesota. And now we welcome in the Facebook Live viewers for the Facebook segment of Live Musicians Friday here on the radio station. Tom Getzinger, host and producer of the show. And we have a new sponsor, and that's our good friend Scott Adamic with Remax Advantage Plus in New Prague. And we're going to have a little bit more of a script for Scott in the days to come. But just to suffice it to say, for all of your real estate needs, get a hold of our good friend Scott Adamic. And Scott's dad is Walleye Lenny, who is a LMF family member. So Scott, glad to have you aboard. We're glad to have our musicians in studio with us today, keeping us afloat at 434 in a row. That's 434 shows in a row. Tradition on the day after Thanksgiving, members of the Menard family joining us. So we'll introduce our guests, and then Jerry has a little presentation before the song begins. We have Jerry Menard. He's the grandpa here, and grandson is Jake Bastier. Jerry, take it away.
Sure, Tom. Thank you. Thanks for the sponsorship by Scott. And I'd like to point out that I have a unique concertina here. It's affectionately called the Christmas Star. I've owned it for 39 years and 90 years old now. And it's got decorations on it that resemble Christmas ornaments. And so we call it the Christmas Star. And Star, of course, is a brand name. This concertina also appears in the Concertina History Book, and it's in the colored section of the history book, which is right here. It appears on page 291 of the Concertina History Book, the color section. So I'd like to share that with you today. And Jake and I are going to play a little sound of the season here. We're going to, probably the classic Christmas song of all time would be Silent Night, Holy Night. So here we go, Jake. Slow and expressive. 1, 2, 3.
And once again, the Facebook segment of Live Musicians Friday on KCHK is sponsored by Scott Adamic with Remax Advantage Plus in New Prague.